my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
Looks like we had a little hiccup. Looks like the internet went out for just a second. I don't know. So it kind of just disconnected. But then it was saying it was still connected, but like it wasn't. So I just just reconnected. Twitch is fine for that shit because it just kind of puts you back in the same spot. YouTube's a bitch because what it does, it like creates an entirely different live stream. So you end up having like another one or something that comes up. I don't know. It's weird. So then you got to do that because let's see, let's look. So I think I'll have, like now I will have a, yeah, I have like a, what, how long, a 9-minute live stream because it kicks out. I guess I could go back and watch it and be like, what the fuck happened, man? You know, public, uploaded, yada yada. I guess it don't matter. Or does it? Does it matter? It matters. My life is over. What am I going to do with myself now? Give me 1 second just to double check everything. And I'll get back into grinding stupid ass motherfucking shit. Like, this is going to be a hot take, right? But Ninja has fallen off. Like, he's getting 21K viewers right now, I'm seeing on Twitch. But Osmongold getting like 55,000, right? And I don't think Osmongold has, this isn't a slide on him either. I don't know how many, like, he has 2.9 followers, 2.9 million. Ninja, he has a bunch. Doesn't he have like 20 million or something? Or it was something crazy like that. My number, I'm going to look right now to verify, so take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, 17.5 million. So he's got like 6 times more almost subs. I mean, not subs. Like, I got to also understand it. Like, people will conflate that. It's two different terminologies on Twitch. Subs versus followers. Whereas on YouTube, it's subscribers. And then I think you got like, what it is, like you can do something. I don't even know the term, like, but like you watch, like where you can, I guess, like, I think you can pay, like, I think it's just called join, but I don't know what it's called. You're not a subscriber, but you're like, you're paying for a subscription. I don't know, it's weird, but I don't know how they word it on YouTube. Alright, seems like everything's good. It seems like everything is going. It seems like the bit rate might be a little low or a little high. I don't know. Because it keeps saying fair on Restream, because to stream to I felt like I was doing this like I was streaming like with two softwares, but that was like taking away like because this like video and putting everything together like OBS, it can be very like CPU intensive or whatever. Um, big reasons that are recommended. Less than 5,000. Okay, well I remember that for the future. But it's funny. Like I guess well maybe they adjusted. I don't know because on Twitch it's reading as less than that. I don't know. I guess Twitch is different than YouTube. YouTube, I swear it said it wanted it to be higher. Like does it? I don't think it tells me like the specific bit rate. 360 video. I don't know what the fuck that means. All right. Well, let's get back to this. All right. I don't know where I was at when all that shit went down. Total campaign. Oh yeah, we might as well finish off. Well, actually, we'll wait. We're gonna do training. She's just gonna be our little like training bitch. We're not gonna really do anything with her right now. I don't know if she's good or not. Like I don't remember. I've never seen nobody play with her, and I've never played with her myself. That sounded dirty, didn't it? I never played with her. I played with myself. Like what? Can I gear up somebody higher? I gave up on Deadpool. I still want to build a Fantastic Four one day, so we'll equip Ben Graham, aka the Thing. There's been a lot of things called the Thing. Like he's the Thing. There's the thing with the movie with like where they're in like the Antarctica or North Pole or wherever it is, you know, where there's that alien creature and it's called the Thing. Challenge accepted. Let's go here. Let's see. Can we use this? No, we're not up to snuff yet. Can we use this? Yeah. We're just gonna do some auto wins just to get the shit taken care of. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's go back. Get some training modules. Boom. Training day. They're trying to be like, they want me to think of Denzel, yeah? Apparently Denzel talked to Will Smith after he smacked Chris Rock. I like Denzel, but then it was like they prayed, and I'm like, oh my god, really? Will Smith needed some more shit than praying. That ain't gonna fix that shit. I know this is an old topic already, but goddamn, like, really? Is that like I defended my wife? I gotta go smack this motherfucker? I'm like, and like, this ain't some like shit, like some trailer park or some shit. This is like on the Oscars. Y'all are both like super duper multimillionaires. Like everybody involved is a multimillionaire. I don't know. I think Chris Rock has a pretty good amount of money. Because I mean, he probably made a lot of money on Everybody Hates Chris, the show, and like all his stand up. And he's been in some movies, but he never was like the. I wouldn't say he's like the Adam Sandler or whatever. Like he didn't make like, you know, he wasn't like the number one build movie. I guess he had a couple, but I don't know. I'm sure he's pretty fucking rich though, and we all know Will Smith's rich as fuck. And Jada's probably pretty fucking rich also. She's been in a lot of movies too. I think was it her? I'm trying to think. One of the first movies I remember her in, she was in that movie. Was it Not Dead Poet Society? What is it? Poet. The one with Tupac. That was back in the day, and I'm sure like I was like really young, so I don't think she made no money off of that. She was in like the Matrix movies, and she's been in a lot of different movies. So at the end of the day, plus she's gonna do GI Jane too. So I mean, she's I'm sure she's a millionaire. How million? Hell, even Will Smith's kids might be millionaires, like separate from them being their kids. Because didn't the one she had like she did that Whip My Hair Back and Forth, right? That one song. And then the kid, he was in that movie with Will Smith. I don't know, did he do any other acting? So, independently, like, everybody is like a millionaire in that family. So, like, to see them act like some shit like I would see, like, when I was working with, like, a bunch of rednecks or ghetto-ass people, like, It's just funny. I guess it goes to show you, man, rich people ain't that much better than normal people. Like if it was me, I would have just paid somebody to smack Chris Rock. Nobody would ever known it. Like you got enough money. It's kind of like Jada crying about being fucking bald. I'm like, I get it. It sucks. I get like it probably sucks. Like you probably have these feelings and everything. But like you're a rich ass woman. Like in your world, you could buy anything to help with that, right? Anything. Like it's not like you got cancer. It's not like there's not like a ton of products like it's a different thing, you know what I'm saying? Like this is, unless there's more, because I don't know. Because all I know about it is that it makes you lose your hair. I don't know if it has any other underlying medical conditions. Because sometimes things do like that. Like this is what you see, but it also like affects other stuff, right? So I'm going on the notion that like she could get a wig, she could get like I didn't even know she had this. I thought she like did this hairstyle for herself, like just because she liked it. Excuse me. So to me, it made no fucking sense. Like it never crossed my mind. Like it's not like she's some like dirty like $2 whore on the street. Like people are gonna think she's beautiful. She's a movie star and all that shit, right? Like whether or not you think that's true or not, that's always to be determined on your opinion. But like I'm gonna try to use this and build up some people. But yeah, I'm like, really? That's not like if Will Smith like they were like he defended his wife. I'm like the fuck whatever. If she needed defending because of that shit, that's pretty bad, you know? I'm like, come on. Like if Chris Rock came off the stage and like physically tried to assault her, or even if he put his hands on her, or I would even argue if he got like in her space, in her face, or something like that, you know, and was maybe even screaming at her if he was like so close, like that would be a different story. Chris Rock is on a show. Chris Rock's a comedian. Everybody talks shit. Like that's half of the comedians. I don't know why I said it that way, comedian. But that's how like half of the motherfuckers they're gonna make fun of your bitch ass, you know. So I don't know. I just can't get it. It's like it's ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna leave some left. Now apparently there's a new thing too, so this part, forbidden knowledge. I'm like, golly. So fight. I don't know if I'll be able to do good on this or not. First one you're pretty much gonna win because they give you these. I think it's just a way them to hype up, like, oh look at these, see what these people can do. Maybe you can win them. I think Scarlet Witch has been around. I think this like evil Doctor Strange or whatever they calling him in this. Agatha Harkness and Wong. I think they're kind of newish to the actual game. And since I restarted it, like I'm not like in a position to get like super higher people right now. That's why everything I'm doing is like grinding, grinding, keep it in a line. I don't know what that song. That's a good song, I guess, or it was. Is that who was that? Did that? Is that Pharrell grinding? Clips, the clips. Okay, I don't know why I was saying it was, or is Pharrell in the clips? Is that what it was? I couldn't remember the name. For some reason in my head, like maybe did he do? Did he like produce it or something? No, apparently it's two brothers. Okay, wait. Okay, he did have something. Because I think maybe he's in the video. He says he produced it. He had definitely had something to do with him. And then Pharrell was in the Neptunes. That's what he was in. Okay. I couldn't remember. Like, his name, like, I remembered him. It's like, what's that song? Happy. I'm like, no. Pharrell, I am unhappy. I am miserable. I want to jump off a bridge, but I don't know where there's one near me. Like, that's my song. So it used to always make me mad hearing that song. God damn, I'm not going to be able to beat these people, am I? Because you only got, like, so much time. Or at least on the mobile you do. Like, you only have 5 minutes or something in each battle. But I don't know how it works here. Because there's no timer, but, you know, it is what it is. Because I'm grinding. Beep, 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 beep. Pee in your pants. Beep, beep, beep. I really don't give a shit about all this, like, this story. The story can fuck off. Like, I'm like, just skip it. Like, and sometimes you can skip everything, and then sometimes you get skip, and then it's still like, you gotta talk. I'm like, I don't want to talk. You know? PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Let's see. So we can fight. Skip. I guess they're hyping up the Doctor Strange movie too. Like, is this all set to be the top dogs? Top dogs and dogettes. Biatches. Biatches. Damn, what? It's like registering like 6,000. I'm like, there's no way I'm uploading at 6,000 kilobytes. It's over here on OBS. It's only saying like 5. I don't know. Twitch seems to think it's doing okay, so it is what it is. Continue. Continue. All right, we're gonna see if we can win. We probably can't, but we'll give it a shot, right? You know, you never know. You never know that you're my hero. I've always debated on like, because I've heard both things. For me, it's worked out. Like, if I keep it on followers only chat, I don't got anybody really much watching. So, like, if they do want to say something, go through the trouble, they have to, like, follow. So, at least they get a follow. I guess they can unfollow afterwards. That seems like a lot of trouble. Uh, so, because I'm trying to get followers. I guess, though, you really want followers who really want to follow, though. So, maybe I should take off follower only chat so people can just chat and don't feel like they have to follow. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's kind of in between. Because I did get a bunch of followers a couple times when I had follower only chat because they wanted to. Plus, it keeps down. Like every once in a while, you get motherfuckers. They just want to come in and then also some people I noticed they want to do follows just so like people will read their names because it'll be like I pee freely or you know my cunt 98 my cunt hurts my dick hurts you know stuff like that. Those are you know. But then at the same time, if you know like some people just want to come in and like. And I'm not, I don't give a fuck if you want to harass me or nothing like that. I'm on the fucking internet, some white ass old loser, fucking piece of shit cripple. So like, whatever, you know, like that, like that's I'm putting myself out there for people to do that. So that doesn't bother me that much. You know, it would only be if like you came in and just like so I don't know, like I hear about people in these like hate raids and like 4 people talk to them, or and then like sometimes like it's not even like a hate raid. It's like if they came in and they said, "Hey, Roy, you suck at playing this game," and I'd be like, "Yeah, I guess you're right." I guess I could try and argue my point back, but at the same time, that would be a bad one for me because like I'm really not that great at this game per se. Um, but like if you're attacking me for being a man or whatever, you know, maybe I'd have a little more argument. But I'm not going to even, you know, I don't know. I guess I just take shit. Some people take shit way more to the heart than I do. Trust me, I got a lot worse fucking problems in my real life than y'all ever gonna be able to understand. Most people. Most people. Sorry, I don't mean to generalize. Sometimes it's bad. I think everybody does that shit too. But like, you know, most people. But a lot, I mean, I'm sure there are people way worse off than me too. So like, that's another thing. Like, because I think some of those people like that act like it's the end of the world. Like, oh my god, I'm so da 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 da. First of all, unless you're like live streaming from like a fucking uh I don't know, like a bomb shelter in Ukraine or some shit. If you're able to get on the internet and live stream, first of all, your life can't be that bad as some people that don't have food or water or something like that, right? But I'm not saying people can't have issues or whatever. Like it's got to always be the worst case scenario. I'm just saying like some of these people they come off that way. They've been so fucking privileged their whole lives. They've never had any kind of pushback or any kind of setback in their life. So like the smallest thing just like seems like the end of the world to them. That's what I scared about. That's what I was scared about in the future. I was like, God damn kids. Like you got to be a little bit stronger, man. Like the world is not fair. The world is not nice. You ain't gotta fucking like it. And guess what? If you really, really don't like it and you want to change it, then go for it. Give it a shot, right? But then sometimes you take shit like way overboard. Like you want to change shit to stuff that's just not gonna happen. You know? It's not gonna happen. Sorry. No matter how much you like it, we don't live in a utopian fucking society. It's not like Marvel heroes are gonna come and rescue me. You know? I got rescued by some people in an ambulance. Cut me out the car. Thor didn't show up. The Hulk, Tony Stark, none of that bullshit. So, like, if you ain't gonna believe that shit's gonna happen, like, what's the point of believing some of this other ridiculous shit people do? It's crazy. Online, online, online. There's chat there. I'm gonna read that. Shit. Like I guess this game, it's like this. I don't know. I guess I played some of this and it can be kind of fun, but I've learned this auto shit. So like to me, like the game, like the fun part of the game is like collecting shit and like building up your characters and all that shit. So I guess that's the fun part of the game. It's like a logistics game, logistics simulator. Also, though, and this is originally in a mobile game. I think that's also like a most mobile games. At least they used to be to me. Like they're just like a time waster. Like say you got an appointment, you ain't got nothing else to do, or you're riding the bus or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just play just to kill some time, right? But then like they got where like they become like way more than that. It's like, and then when they started realizing they could make money and people could get like addicted to these things, then they started learning like more like how to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it started at 12 o'clock. What the fuck? What the fuck? I swear, man, life time goes by so fast for me nowadays. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I'm gonna look up one day and I'm gonna be like 80 years old, and I'm like, I probably ain't gonna make it that long. Don't get me wrong. Auto. Fuck. Just want to put it on auto. I wish I could put my life on auto. That'd be nice. Like, you know. Some people are scared of that shit though. I'd be like, that's some. I was watching a documentary on Ted Kaczynski. Like, he was insane. He had like, I think they're saying he had schizophrenia. I don't know. Like, whatever. He had some fucked up ideas. But like, he was so like worried about like all this shit, like the new technology is gonna like take us from like, where there's not gonna be any choices. I want to go live out. I'm like, bro, let the robots take over. Like, I think at least like I know everybody gets in the movie and they're always like, yeah, I would be like Neo and them motherfuckers. Part of me wants to think I might be like that one dude, in the first one where he betrays them and like he's like, I just want to eat like a steak. I don't give a shit if it's real or not. If it was that perfect, come on. And then there's always the theory we're in a simulation right now. I'm not saying that's true or not, but I mean, fuck it. Or they got this new show on shit, excuse me. Was it Amazon where that dude you upload your life or some shit? It might be called Upload. And then with that free guy, all that shit's kind of like, I mean, you telling me if you had a little bit of a freedom, you wouldn't want to be like in Free Guy? I haven't seen the whole movie, so I'm not spoiling it, but like if you fell off a cliff and died, you just got to respawn. Like, I don't know. I guess it could also come out like, if you've ever seen the Truman Show, but I don't know. Like, what the fuck am I? And get me wrong, I'm biased now because the last couple of years of my life have been so shit in general. Like with the wreck and like I don't even have that much control over my life anyway. But then I also got to make decisions and I still have to worry about feeding myself and all that kind of shit, right? Like, who knows, I'll be streaming next month. I might be done. I might be donezo with the money, until I can get, and then find out I ain't gonna get that much because how fucked up the way everything works. Maybe the leftists are right about how everything works in the government is so fucked. So sad. Yeah, so like here, it's like all the laws are made for the companies and the insurance people, not made for the poor people that have to suffer. Like, you're telling me that that's all that matters? Like, the only thing that matters from the wreck is hospital bills. I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, my life has changed, motherfuckers. My life has changed. It's such a bullshit thing. Everything is. Just it's kind of like I gotta wait on shit, but then at the same time, man, I'm just like I'm tired. I just want to get shit done. It's kind of like his game. Like I said, I wish I could just like pop it, pop, 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 just be like boom, just set my life on auto and just let it go. But I don't. I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna take it off. See what happens. Cause I know there's like other shit. Like I think like some people they got all this like Twitch is ridiculous. Like I thought YouTube was ridiculous, but Twitch is like even more. I like a lot of the stuff on Twitch, a lot of the features, and a lot of things like that. But it's so like it's so meant to be like so like a safe space kind of bullshit. Like they got all these rules so people can't come and oh my god damn like so then people who are so used to just being on perpetually online, which I admit I'm way more now than I used to be, but they're so perpetually online, they think that's like how the world works. Like you can just go out anywhere and never expect to deal with any adversity or anybody disagreeing with you or not being the same as you, because they got like where you can like not have let people chat unless they've like double verified their shit and all kinds of other shit. And like I'm so wholeheartedly with Destiny on this shit that if the world of the internet is that traumatizing to you, you need to fucking stay off of it. And definitely don't put yourself out there like this. Like don't put yourself out there where you're pushing your content out, pushing your ideas out, showing your ever-loving face, telling people about yourself and not expecting that some people, rightfully so and unrightfully so, some people are going to be assholes and trolls on the internet because and then at the end of the day, you also got to think like I guess there are some people that are openly like you're like really go after people and do it like in the open. Albeit it's kind of gotten a little bit harder now because you will get backlash and you'll get canceled, banned, whatever the fuck bullshit for it. But there's still going to be tons of anonymous trolls, and you can't change that. And you got motherfuckers on 4chan still, and everything like that. And it's nowhere near what bad as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the last time I've even been on there. Back in the day, you used to go and like they literally like I think they even like even back then they started banning like you couldn't do like raids. I think they were like banning threads about raids. So now you kind of have to half-heartedly do it and be all like, "Oh, look at this person," and then like dogpile on them. A lot of people used to get reverse rated too. You know, like, "Look what this bitch did to my life," and then they would get so mad that those people were like crying about it, and then they would go after the person that called for like the brigading or whatever. I mean, I seen shit back in the day you shouldn't have to see. I even felt bad because I'm not as horrible and evil as I wish I was. Like some of this shit where like I really thought these people were gonna go beyond and above. Like, but like they were like literally being egg. Like some people will say, "You're egging me on to kill myself because you don't support everything I support and you're hurting my feelings." That's not egging you on to kill yourself. So kill yourself, you stupid. In a video game. God, I don't know why I'm worried. I watch like bigger Twitch people, so like, and I know like they could get, but like nobody's gonna ban me. But like I guess also come back like, oh look at this clip he said, and then like if I ever did make it, which probably won't happen, I'll be nobody forever. But at the same time, you know, maybe I should watch what I say. Watch your mouth, motherfucker. But yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Like, if you can't handle it at all, like, you need to get off the internet. And like, I left a couple of times from like YouTube and shit. It wasn't just. I just was kind of like done. Like, I wasn't like. It wasn't like. Oh, I can't take the hate. It was. I was just like. I don't know. I just. I guess it felt like it was like doing things. There was nothing to get. No more gains to make out of it. Or maybe I just didn't like doing it. I got tired of doing it. And at that point, guess what? YouTube was, well, I mean, it still is. It's like a hobby. It wasn't no, like, I got to do this to live. So, or maybe I couldn't just up and quit my job I hated. Or what, like, so I think I could take, and necessarily like, I hated YouTube, but like, that was an area where I could have control and actually do something about it. Like, I know I'm not crying when these, like, some people cry, oh, like, no. Yeah, I could quit my fucking job, right? But quitting YouTube and leaving YouTube, not like not as detrimental to me as like if I just said fuck it, I hate my job and quit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not equivalent, but a place where this is what they say. A lot of people, a lot of things about like people having control. That's why they do certain things. You know, like if you don't have like control in a lot of parts of your life, like you'll find something where you do. I don't know. I think they might even hinted that like sometimes that's where serial killers kind of come from because when they were traumatized because they had no control in their life at some point. So then they develop like these psychotic ideations in their brain. I can control this, and this is where a lot of them end up having like rituals and shit. Like every time I kill this person, I'm going to cut their hair like this, and I can make this person the perfect thing I want. But the only way to do that, you got to make them dead. So then that way they can't ever like how much this is true versus how much of this is like shit that I learned in like movies and shit. Because obviously I'm not a real psychologist. I'm not even pretending to be a fake psychologist on the internet. But I'm just saying like these are things that happen. Like, and I think some of them have underlying things. Maybe it doesn't happen exactly like it happens in shows and all that, you know. But I think that's like some of the core issues of it, especially for the ones that are really fucked. Let's see.
What the fuck? I just looked up at that, and that motherfucker just like took me underwater and shit. That would be a pretty fucked up way to kill somebody. That'd be a cool power. Like, I don't think he could do that shit in the real life. I think he could maybe use a. Sometimes these games they take liberties with the real world of Marvel. What? That's. I know yesterday when I was talking about One Piece and I was all like, "Yes, it's kind of goofy," and then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, "Roy, it's a fucking Japanese comic book. You know, it's a manga. It's not real. Like like." But like you also have to have some sort of internal no matter how crazy your world is, there has to be some sort of internal mechanisms that are like, you can't just have everything willy nilly. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's got to be some point about it. The audio stream is what? What? How's that something? YouTube. Sometimes you just really get me going. Then it says it's excellent. I don't know. I think if it's like I'm quiet or something or not loud for a minute, then it thinks there's like no audio coming through. I don't know. So it is what it is. Let's see, where are we at? Did we do all of the daily tasks yet? I don't know if there's 10 or 12. Let's see, supplies. Okay, we need to do that. Let's restock the motherfucking supplies. See, I don't know if it's like in a certain level this comes up, but like on the game on my phone, it tells me, and this could have something also to do with maybe because this is emulated through the BlueStacks thing. But it would tell me like here it would say you have this many. At least it's still let me know this is things that I'm gonna use. See here, I own 53. I probably didn't need to buy that one then. I own 3. I definitely should buy that when I got time. Quit saying the audio stream is low. God, YouTube, my life is over. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like you can get pissy in the moment. Like sometimes little stupid small shit will piss me off too. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know. It's just like the way these people act. Like you're like murdering them just because you don't agree with a point they might have or something like that. Like you can fight back with it, but like I don't know. It's like it's not the necessarily arguing back against the point per se. You know, I don't. I guess they think anytime somebody argues back, it's bullying. That I guess that would be my issue. Like that's not bullying. You don't. Do you know what fucking bullying is? Like, trust me, I could bully your ass, but like that's not the case. No, it says excellent connection. Fuck yeah, woo woo. This guy's pretty bad. I'd like to get him, but I don't even know how you get him. Like he's got some really cool shit, and I've seen people play as him, or I fought in a thing, and like he's pretty badass. But I think he's kind of hard to get, so I don't know. All right, claim. Oh, level up, bitches. I'm gonna have to pee in a minute. Claim, 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 claim. Alright, let's get this to Winter Soldier. I don't know, like the Winter Soldier in here, they make him be, I guess because he's still like, maybe they're going to release like the Winter Soldier that's not evil, because he's technically still Hydra on this game. So it's kind of funny to me. Let's check the inbox and then I'm going to pee. I was going to go pee and then I seen that I had a concurrent viewer, but then that concurrent viewer said, fuck you, I'm not watching this bullshit. And then they left, so it is what it is. Milestone, claim. Bishop's pretty cool, like in the cartoon. Like his power's pretty cool. I don't know, like in the, like in the actual Marvel world and the comics and shit. I don't know how he is in this game though. Negasonic, whatever. Negasonic Teenage Warhead, yeah. Oh, no wonder I'm still in that. Claim. It's all about claim. Forbidden knowledge. Unite the kingdoms. Black Bolt's pretty fucking powerful too. Like his voice could like disintegrate most people and shit. Like if he just talked, like without even trying, that's crazy. So he's got like the voice of God, like in some sort of like movies and shit like that. Like God, I think it might come. So I don't know that much about like all these specifics in the Bible, but it might be from a quote in the Bible or something too. Like his voice is like that's why you can never directly talk to God. That's why he's got to burn through a bush or whatever. Because like he's so yeah. Well, this is good to throw in there too. Like oh, you could never meet this being you did. They're just if you saw them, you would go mad. So like that's really cool. So that way you can be like, well, of course nobody's ever seen God, or the people that actually did, they act like that. That's why they act crazy. Like everybody says they're crazy because they saw God. You know, so they build in like it's smart. Like build in like a framework where you can't be proven against. Like some do, some you could, but like some there's the cases where you could get away with it. It's crazy. I'll be right back. I have returned. I survived the bathroom. I am a survivor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a piece of shit. Deal with it. I realized I used to be so much meaner too. I've become so nice lately. It's crazy. Oh, I can fight this. Maybe I can get at least get 15. Black Bolt. Probably don't have nothing to go past this. Because I don't think I have any, oh, I want to call them Eternals. They're not Eternals. They're, shit. Inhumans. Inhumans. I think it was the Kree, or it might have been somebody else. Like, they're kind of like mutants, but they have to be activated with like the Terrigen crystals. I tell you what, like when Marvel came out, that's why they came out with the mutants because they just didn't want to. Same thing here, I think. They just didn't want. I don't. I would say the mutants came first, but maybe not. It's kind of like they call like a lot of them. They say metahuman, but like I think in like DC stuff. But I think then everybody's still you could be a metahuman, but that wasn't like a full explanation. Like in X-Men, you're like even though you had a bunch of different powers, you didn't get those powers from like getting hit by a lightning strike or some shit. You got them because you were born a mutant, and then like that altered your genes, and everybody kind of has different powers, you know, depending on like, specific things that happen in their genes. But the underlying thing was the X gene, right? So it made it a lot simpler than having to come up with a story for everybody, you know. Like you know, you don't have to be like, oh, so and so, so and so was like, oh, hit by a car and went blind. You know, like some of the shit, right? I think they realized like I got bit by a radioactive spider. You know, I'm from another planet, you know? So, I mean, to me, it was good and bad. It made it easier on them, like the comic book artists. Also, I think another thing they came up with a human, because that one Miss Marvel. I think that's what they call her. That kid right there, like she wasn't like. And with the Inhumans, like if you want to create a new character, you can have something happen where they get exposed to Terrigen, Terrigen Mist or Crystal, and then you can create somebody like because with mutants, like you pretty much know you're a mutant like forever, and like as you're a kid, so it's kind of hard. So that's actually good that they created it like that where you can be transformed into it, but then you don't have to go over like some real crazy like come up with like she got attacked by like a rubber band and that's why she can stretch, like a radioactive rubber band or something. Ugh. Okay, let's open these supplies. Orbs. Big boom orb. Unyielding orb. Which one is this? Orb chamber. I hate when I just don't get nothing. It's like every once in a while you'll get like a full on like another orb, probably milestone. Yeah. I don't remember like a milestone one, just milestone two, so I don't know what the fucking difference is. Black Panther. Let's see what else supplies we can do. See, like it doesn't show like these. I might as well get because these are gonna give me. Oh, there's other ones. Well, fuck, we're too late. Cool. Wow, glad I got a bunch of these X Fists. Claim. Alright, let's see if we can buy anything worth a damn. Supplies. See if any of that's worth a shit. Doesn't look like none of that stuff we can use. I know at some point we can use. I guess I don't have nobody up that level, or well, I don't necessarily have all the same characters. We'll use this though for building abilities. Can't go wrong with that. That kind of works for everybody. I think I pretty much bought all this shit that I need. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. 15 of these. What we got? 8. But I want to buy. I want to keep buying Coulson because he's a pretty good person to have on your team, especially if you're doing like a shield, Agents of Shield mission or something. Is there anybody else I want to buy? Let's see, Miles Morales. Yeah, we can get him from Spider-Man. Gamora. We already have Gamora, but we could use it to upgrade her later if we run out of people. Luke Cage, I don't know. Ant-Man, I don't know if any of these other people are worth the trouble. Man, we'll stick with Coulson for now. This ain't worth buying nobody. Ronan might be pretty good. I don't know. Let's see. No, okay, wait. Let's see what we got. We got 24 of them, so we're not going to fuck with it. We got 0 of these. So we'll consider that. Let's see what we got here. We got 16 of that, so... Alright, we'll get that. We're going to get that one we got 0 of. Was it this one? Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get that. And then we got this orange one, 4,000, so see what we can do here. I don't think there's any items. I think it's just buying people. That sounded fucked up, didn't it? Like buying, not buying people, but like the shards or whatever. Quake, Daredevil. I think you can get Daredevil later. Well, I don't know if I want to get Daredevil now. Oh, I know. I know I'm definitely going to use it on her because she's pretty badass too. So we're going to use it on her. Boom. We're going to use it on these training things. Boom. And Scream and Swarm. Maybe. Corvus Glade. Crystal. She's like super Human Torch. Heimdall. Nice. It's so big to get. I want to get. I want to do it on Daredevil. I'd say if I can't really decide, it might be the best just to hold off, honestly. Okay. Milestones. Like, I bet, I wonder, I'm surprised, like, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of auto thing now. I'm surprised, like, if you go, like, because I'll go to, like, super small, like, people, like, either have, like, 0 viewers or, like, I know YouTube's different. Like, YouTube has some sort of thing. Because, like, one time, like, I was, like, I wasn't even trying to do nothing, but, like, I clicked on, like, a Twitter or something. And so I was, looking at, like girls like in bikinis or some shit on Twitter, and like it found me out. So this was without somebody reporting me or anything. It found out it did, and it like sent me like this thing. It's like made my shit restricted and all that. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm not talking about a video. I'm talking about like a live stream. So it's crazy. But on Twitch, I know you got to get reported like for that. So like if you like had your nipples pop out, like somebody's got to report you and show a clip of it. I don't think they just know that happened. You know, so you, like if I only had like 2 people watching me, I could probably like watching porn on here or something. But you obviously know that's like not something you should be doing. So, and I mean you could obviously argue, oh, the hot tub thing. It's all, yeah, that and some of the ASMR shit. Yeah, it's pretty sexualized. Don't get me wrong. And I guess just because of myself, and I'm like, why does it matter? But at the same time, I guess it's, well, with Twitch, it is funny though. Like I go back to what, like, oh, Twitch is protect, but at the end of the day, like Twitch ain't protecting like that shit if they're allowing that on there, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really care though. Like it's not like, but I guess at the same time, it is kind of hypocritical. So I can get how somebody could argue that, like. But like a lot of them are arguing like, how am I gonna? They did the whole like, I'm just a man. How am I gonna compete against them? Showing their tits. I do think the whole hot tub, beach, ocean, whatever category it is, I do think that it got kind of corrupted. Because I get it. Like, say if you wanted to do like an IRL stream, like, and you want to go to the beach, right? And you wanted to wear a bikini, right? You shouldn't get banned because of that, or because you're at the beach and some people are in bikinis, right? But what sane person? I'm not even trying to hate on people like this, but what person goes and like is this a common thing? I guess it is because they sell these. Like I never even knew that they had like these. I knew they had like the little inflatable like kiddie pools and shit people could get for like their kid, but like I didn't know they had like these like I thought if you had a hot tub you had to have like a big full hot tub kind of deal. I didn't know they had like these like inflatable like I could put in my garage kind of like almost travel hot tubs like you could take it with you or some shit. Like I was like really I did not know that was a thing. So when they started doing that, it's kind of like, yeah, was that really what like the argument should have been? You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care. I don't mind some of the. Like I watch some of them. I'm follow them or whatever, right? So I mean, it is what it is. Classic. I didn't need all this history lesson, but like, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's just funny to me. But to argue that it's non-sexual at all, like, come on. They did kind of cut down when they were doing the whole like, who was it? Was I know Amaranth got banned. I guess Indy did she get like perma banned or did she just not try to come back? Because I mean, they were wearing these like super duper like skin tight like yoga pants right on their ass. I'm not saying it wasn't good to look at. And then they were in the mic and they were like, I don't even know how this will work because I know they got special mics, but it's like, and they're doing you can like because they got those ear licking mics. Like, I guess that's the thing too. Like, clearly they didn't invent that. Those are things you could buy, So I guess people were doing that at some point or not anyway. I don't even know how you find out about that. I guess without it being something already, but I guess it was. I don't know. But like, yeah. So you're like, this isn't sexual. I get like sometimes I do like ASMR where it's like, hey, welcome to the stream. What's going on? What are you doing? I don't even know if that's good. And then like, Emmerich did do something that was kind of cool. It's like some sort of like jar thing, and she would go like, the sound was kind of cool, and that was without her going licking on the mic. Once again, not against her licking on the mic. I'm just saying like, you can do because I don't know how like. I know that she did kind of cheat her way around it sometimes when she would like put a double up or something like that, But she would be on like I don't know how you can like that's some sort of skill or talent. Like there's no way I could do that. But at the same time, people play video game and they're like this their whole time, or I'm running my cocksucker the whole time like this, and some people argue. So. Yeah, I do think it was just kind of skating around the rules, and it's kind of like silly, like if you wanted to argue that like the reason it was the thing was so like I could go to the beach or I could show swimming, you can argue that, right? But it's kind of like everything. Everything's got like a little loophole, whatever. So it is what it is. So let's upgrade some people. Maybe we'll actually do some fighting. God damn! Wait, let's see if we can. We should train him up. Ooh, big old level 36, son bitch. So the reason I also want it, because like it kind of cuts down on like if I do want to upgrade people, I don't like see look that's locked, so I can't even, so I can't upgrade this guy anymore right now. Let's see, Gamora. See, and then maybe we can find some of these. Auto win, cool. But then that's locked. So like I wanna get it further up so that way I have more options to unlock stuff. And then we can upgrade Gamora. I think the Gamora like this Gamora but the what is her damn name? I can't think of her name in real life. That plays Gamora. I think she's like way hotter. I like how she looks more than I like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I think she's like super hot, and I don't know, just like the way she looks, like like how they color her, how she does her hair, like Gamora MCU. I just want to make sure I pull up the right one. Burp. Yeah, like she's got red hair. She's still got green skin. I'm also gonna find out what her name is. I cannot think of her. She's in something else too. She was good in. Like she's a good actress. Like aside from her just being hot, you know what I'm saying?
Is it not? Zoe Zaldana. Zoe Zaldana. What else was she in? She's in an episode. I don't know. I remember. I thought I seen her something else, so I thought she was good. But yeah, I don't know. I think I like her. I think I like her design better. Like, look, this shit really gets you. Like, look, like if there were aliens, and as long as they weren't like crazy different from us, even if they had green skin or blue skin or tangerine skin, you're telling me you couldn't be like, God damn, they're hot. Now, if they were like fish people, it'd be a little bit different, you know. So I don't know. I don't get why. I don't know. I don't know why people care what color they are. Like people are hot or hot or not. I don't know. I guess people argue like there's certain features that are more blah 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 blah. You know, I'm like, all right, okay, let's see what we upgrade. Good old. I want to call him the Punisher, but he's not. He's crossbones or whatever. Oh, did I upgrade his? Yeah, I'm trying to. Because I also got to keep some of the villains upgraded because there's like that one section. It's like you got to be a villain. You got to be a villain. Da, da, da. Punisher. I drank all my coke. Snorted. I mean, drank all my coke. I wish I had. No, I'm just kidding. I've never done coke. I don't even know. No, I've probably seen it. Like, there used to be these people I used to work with, like, they did coke. Don't know if I ever saw it out at a party or nothing, though. I probably did seen it. I've never done it. Not, like, intentional. Like, I know. I've seen people snort. I seen this one guy at a party. I think it was Adderall, but it might have been something else. He took the shit and, like, crushed it up and then, like, snorted it. And I'm all like, dude, that shit's gotta hurt. Because, I mean, he took a pill. Like, and like kind of just crushed it up with his hand and then snorted the pill. And I'm just all like, damn, dude, that must have fucking hurt. Like, I've taken pills before, but I've never like snorted a pill. You know, I've smoked shit. I've never injected shit aside from like doctors injected shit into me. You know. All right, let's see. Oh, we can build up. Wolverine's pretty powerful once you get him built up. It wouldn't hurt to have him a little bit. So we're gonna build Wolverine up. So I wouldn't mind having Wolverine being my top. I just wish like there was more way. Where do I have to go equip every single thing? I'm like literally, clearly, I can get something, equip what I can. You know, fuck. Oh, I don't think I can do this one anymore. Yeah, because it's locked. Bullshit. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit. Might have I clicked on the wrong thing. But that's life. Life is a series of misclicks, my friends. Also, it's a never-ending circle, man. You get like, oh, I'm doing this, but then you get more things. Then you go, oh, you open more orbs, and you get more orbs, and you can do like, oh, it's like fuck. Jessica Jones. Because I do want to have a defenders team also. I gotta make sure Electra's, because like I said, there might be a villain side. I gotta fight. Villains are girl's best friend. Killing the villains. Because like, how long do you have to, like? As I don't think like if I clicked on like and I'm assuming and it don't matter for like most people. Like if you're big enough, like one person clicking in for a second, but like here I can notice it like because I have 0 concurrent viewers, it'll jump to 1 or whatever. Like how, and but it's not like if you just come on there, you don't get. I know at least on Twitch, it's not. They have to like stick around for a minute, right, before it's counted as a viewer. At the same time, like if I had more viewers or people commenting or talking in the chat, then it would be less of a thing that I'd have to. Well, not worry. I'm using worry as in like not like, oh my god, how am I gonna feed myself tomorrow? That's a worry. But like a thought, like if there was a lot of people chatting already, one person coming and going wouldn't make much of a difference. But if like nobody's chatting, then like one person can make the world different. That's what I don't get. Like I don't know why people don't like, especially people that want to be a chatter or whatever, like why they don't seek out like smaller communities and stuff like that. Because if somebody came in here now and then they just want to talk to me, we could talk or whatever, even if it ain't about the game, like you would get noticed. Whereas unless you like do something spectacular or whatever, if you went in like XQC's chat, like 9 times out of 10, he's not gonna know you said anything. You could go to Hassan. It's like not to give him too much praise. He's kind of good about this, but he's so fucking parasocial with like his chatters, and like more so than like say I can understand if you were a small time streamer and like you only had like 5 to 10 active, even if you had like 100 subs or not 100 subs, like 100 followers, and like you usually were getting like 30 or 40 viewers, but say you only had like 5 to 10 like consistent chatters. I can see how like you could almost consider them like friends, right? Now with Hassan, you couldn't do that. Maybe some of the people that are still there, maybe a long time ago. I don't know though, but I'm sure he's dropped them if he couldn't get no clout off of them anyway. Um, but like in his case though, he'll do it. But usually, I think they have to do which it's a feature of Twitch, and I get it. It's not. I'm not hating on them or even him on this in this case. But like you do the we can highlight a comment, but like he goes through like his for somebody that like obviously he's not in XQC. I'd say overall he's a little under Miskip even, but like I mean he consistently gets 440. Well, he can get anywhere from like high 20s to like 50. There on occasion he might get up to 60K, viewers, right? So, and then the chat's going by like he will pull out a lot. Now, a lot of times it's for, I think he does it intentionally for content. Because, as he said in that documentary or whatever the fuck it was, that news article they did on him, that, he looks for the controversy. He goes out looking for people to do that. So that's how he lives. So maybe that's what he meant when he did that, when he picks out somebody that totally disagrees or somebody that, like, where he thinks he has a take, like, and still that doesn't mean shit. In his head, he thinks he has a good take that can like destroy a motherfucker on a chat that said one thing, or then he'll start mauling and be all like, "Fucking ban you for life, motherfucker!" I'm gonna start this. That. I'm like, dude, you're acting like you act like fucking unhinged. Like if Hassan hadn't got his start and gotten hooked up with a lot of the other clout people on Twitch, didn't look as pretty as he is, all this good shit, right? He would come off sometimes like a lolcow. Like, look what happened with Boogie 397, whatever his fucking numbers are, right? He became a complete lolcow. Or what is it, Darkside Phil, or a lot of them like, and they're not equal. Chris Chan, you know what I'm saying? Like, and these are different variations of it, but like the way he acts, I think he could have become that. You know, it's just like the other shit kind of helped save him from that. You know, like if he didn't have all that other shit going for him, he would be like somebody that just gets, and it would feed into it because he gets so mad when people start making fun of him. I mean, that's kind of half the reason he like broke up with Destiny. Broke up, like I don't mean they were dating. At least as far as I know, they weren't. Like I know Destiny's sort of bisexual. I don't know, but I don't think Hassan is, and maybe he never felt. I don't know. Like that's pure speculation. It's just funny in my head to think about if Hassan. Yeah, 'cause I saw an old video where like Destiny was like hugging Hassan, and like this ain't even me trying to talk shit about Destiny. But he's kind of short. Like in my book, he's short because I'm tall. I'm like Hassan size. Like Hassan may be taller than me. I don't know. I heard 6'5". I'm about 6'4". I may be a little less now after my wreck because like I don't know if there's really been that much decompression or whatever. But I'm pretty tall, like compared to most people. People will come up and be like, I'm not like fucking Shaq, you know, but like average people, like I'm way taller than most average people, right? Noticeably taller is what I'll say. Same thing with Hassan. And then like Destiny come up and hug him. It was just so funny. It was like, "Brr." So that's what I'm thinking. So it crossed my mind. Like I don't know if it was, and if it was, I would have think Destiny would have mentioned it because he's pretty open about all the shit he does. That's what's also funny to me. Ah, is like if there was anything super bad about like come out, like you might not agree with this like blatantly thing. Like there, you tell me nobody would have come out and said that against him. I don't know. I guess it's possible, you know, but like I don't know. I don't see it as that likely. You know, like he did something really heinous because like you know he's pretty much said the stuff he's done. Destiny does come off unhinged sometimes though, because he will go off and like, and I get it, like the way he explained it anyways, like all these fucking people they can all da da da, and then like, but sometimes they've been like if Chris Rock would have took a gun out and shot Will Smith after he slapped him, if he would have hit Will Smith, that would have been justified. Now if he took a gun out and shot him, it might have been a little like escalating, right? So, but sometimes you got to be the bigger person. I know it sucks. It's bullshit. I don't like doing it. I generally don't do it. I'm just saying, like you kind of and I think he even said he doesn't care about this. Like optically, you know, it does make the difference. You know, because at the end of the day, like there's a lot of people that say Chris Rock's joke was like low blow and whatever. And like, did he know she had alopecia? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know she had fucking alopecia. I always thought that she just cut her hair that way. It was her style or whatever, you know. Um, so like, I don't know. Like Chris Rock sees so like that came to his head, so he studied it up, right? I don't think it was that great a joke. I don't think it was that fucking offensive. I've seen for way fucking worse offensive jokes than that shit. I've said way worse fucking offensive jokes than that shit. You know? Like all these people that's made people do shit like on I want to know how many of these people have actually done any of this shit on in like real world. Like I probably would get canceled and fired from my job. I used to have jobs. I made people cry. I was an asshole. I got into boss fights with my boss. I told my boss, not physical fights, arguments. I told my boss one time, like he was trying to talk some, he was like mad because I did la 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 and like all this shit. And I told him point blank to his face, I don't respect you at all. You know, he said, well, that's fine. And I'm like, well, no, I don't. You act like we should. And I got no respect for you or how you act around here. Like I told him straight out. Like I wonder how many people would do that in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm curious about. It's kind of that's what like I think that's like some of the argument what Destiny would have would be like sometimes like he meets these people in real life or even like even if like they're talking like
like say this ain't gonna happen because nobody gives a shit. Let's say I'm sitting here talking to my nobody viewers, right? And somehow I don't even know why the fuck you know why I talk about Destiny is because I like watching a bunch of his shit lately, and so it's kind of on my brain. And fuck it, I'm just here, nobody's watching. Why not? I'm playing this shit ass game anyway. But it'd be like like what he said is like there's like say there's a panel like with the I agree with Lauren Southern, but she had a really good point the other day. Actually, I don't have that much of a problem. I don't even know how. I haven't looked into it. Clearly, we don't agree. We wouldn't agree on a lot of shit. But she was right when she said this shit. She's like, I don't fucking get like how what like these seven people panels. Like to me, it's true. It's like I'll watch like who has. There's a couple of different people have like Dylan has panels with a few people. Usually he's pretty even-handed moderator, right? And then you got Fanatics panels and Prime, and then like other people do them too, right? There's just three that I know that I have interacted from with, not personally, but like watched, like. But when it gets like 5, 6, 7 people, you either have like one or two people like bullying the conversation, and that's what it's all. And they try to do it. But also at the same time, I like this isn't fucking third grade. People shouldn't have to be raising their little hands and all this shit, right? Like, I think sometimes it gets carried away, and sometimes it's good content too, though. So I think that's part of the reason they continue it a little bit. I don't know. That's just pure speculation on my part. But like, it's hard to get anything accomplished and then like some people they just sit there and they don't say nothing. Like, cause some people don't speak up as much, and then some people do. You know. Whatever side they may or may not be, you know. And then sometimes it's just kind of frustrating. I'm like, you can't talk and have they'd be like, if you're having a conversation with 9 different fucking people, you can't do that. Nobody does that in real life. Why should you be expected to do it? And guess what? It's Twitch panel debates. It's not fucking Democrat. You know, I know when they had like the primary debates or whatever. You know, there's like 9 candidates. But it's totally fucking different. Plus, it's in real life. Because I can imagine also, you know, there's delay on the internet. So, like, people's going to talk over people, like, even without trying to. Because that's usually how you do real conversation. Like, you kind of talk. And, like, some people can, you know, they kind of dominate the conversation just because of their personality or whatever. But, like, then you kind of wait. You think you can jump in, but like even in real life it happens. So online it's even worse. So yeah, so I think a lot of them like that's why a lot of times I like when Destiny does like his one-on. I like when he does these crazy. He said he loves it too. He's like, I love it. Like I get in there. It's like I'll fucking take on 9 people. He's like, 'cause I love to fight. It's like, what's that wrestler? Was it Finley? He's like, I love to fight, but like Destiny means like verbally fighting, not physically. At least as far as I know, I don't think that's one thing. I don't think he's ever done that. Like he's like, I'll fight you, or like meant it in a serious manner. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know everything anybody's ever said in their entire life, so take that with a grain of salt. but yeah. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can do some actual moving the game along. We're gonna actually do some game progression. Wow. That, not really. Heroes. Okay, the heroes I can probably do a little bit with, because I have some pretty strong heroes. Let's see. I need to double check. I don't know. Shatterstar, Gamora, Luke Cage, Punisher, Kestrel. Wolverine's close, but not up there. Okay, I just wanted to see. Because like I said, Wolverine's pretty good. Like, overall. So, but let's see how far we can get in heroes.
and I can't do auto wins, but I can't. I'm still gonna put it on auto because I don't know. Just clicking shit to me is just like. Although if I lose, I might go back and redo it because I've done it before where I was on auto, and the fucking auto did not live up to its name. Look at Cody crying. Goddamn, skip. I don't give a shit. I really don't care what y'all fucking gotta say in this shitty ass game. Like, that'd be my biggest thing. It's like, nobody cares about the story. It's like, fuck it. Like, overall, I get that you gotta have a game, you gotta have something, but like, I don't need, like, every time I go to a new thing, that I need, like, a, big, long, like, to do about it. Thanks for talking to me, Spider-Man. Sometimes this game is so fucking slow at loading, too. It's like, goddamn. Come on. Goddamn. Now I have to do another continue? Like, fuck, I don't give a shit about your story, motherfucker. I'm scrolling through Twitter. And then afterwards, I don't care if I... God damn it. Well, whatever. Come on. Now I'm going down a Twitter rabbit hole. Okay. The see, this is what I hate about some of these like ultra socialist, liberalist motherfuckers. Like I seen this shit last night that was talking about Amazon has banned words like union, restrooms, pay. Oh, I better. Can I not say it? I'm on Twitch. I don't ever. I don't. They don't. Twitch don't pay me, so I'm not an Amazon worker, I guess. But Amazon owns Twitch, so they want to be banned. So that mean they're not going to be okay. Whatever. Ah, Amazon has banned words like union, restrooms, pay raise, slave. Like, come the fuck on. Like, that's what I agree. No, I don't necessarily agree with. It's like the word, or even banning the word plantation. But like, any, no matter how much you fucking Colin Kaepernick motherfuckers gonna say working a job in America is anywhere near equivalent to slavery. I don't know enough about other countries to know whether or not there are some little like, maybe China to an extent, with how they like have these people and they, and like in these little like they make them live in like these little cities thing. I watched this documentary on it once one time, like yada yada yada. Okay, and then obviously in even more third world countries, or like when people get like kidnapped into like the little child soldiers in African countries and shit. Like I know that's totally different. Like it's a different kind of, but anybody working at any fucking job in America is not a fucking slave. I'm sorry. I am fucking sorry. Now there was this news story where this person gets crazy, right? So it's not impossible. Impossible. Not like this person was taking advantage of like this mentally disabled person and like had him like living and working and not paying him for years or some shit. I'm like, fuck, that's fucked up. But like you act like Amazon is like whatever. So like it's just so fucking stupid, right? Well, then you actually read the news, and I don't know. I've never worked for Amazon. It says I didn't even know they had this. It says Amazon worker chat app would ban words like a lot of places you're not allowed to say a lot of words when you work there and a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think they're virtual. It's also like I don't know. I still haven't read the whole bill. I just seen they were talking about it like the Florida thing, and it seemed like they were getting like super duper duper worked up about it overall. Like and motherfuckers should really be working on things really people should be caring about or shit like how you get screwed by corporations over like if insurance companies and if you have to go to file lawsuits and shit, how you're gonna get taken and everything is gonna be on their side more than it is on your side every fucking time. No fault of your own, That's shit we need to look at. Like most average everyday people think, oh, insurance. Like, oh, I got insurance. I'm good to go. Like means like they're gonna take care of me. They're gonna pay. Like that's not how it works. And they don't want to do anything more than they have to. You only got so they limit shit. It's just so fucking ridiculous. But nobody talks about that. They're worried about like I can't say gay in school or whatever. Now, if it literally said that verbatim, then I definitely disagree. And I don't agree with the bill in general, but like they're making it out like it's like you can't. We're going to. It's kind of like the conservatives, like we're going to give more healthier options at school, right? That's like their kids are never going to be able to eat anything ever again. They're trolling them. Like no, they're trying to promote some sort of healthy food, like right, Like it's like let's just take shit what it is. Let's not like blow it the fuck out of proportion one way or the other. That's been the whole problem. That's been the problem with the whole COVID situation. You got people over here
and they're like, "Oh my God, it's killing us all. We need to wear bee suits all the time, and we gotta take 58 goddamn vaccinations, right?" And then you got the people over here on the other side, and they're like, "It's not real. It's made up. It's fake, and all this. Nobody's dying." And then it kind of trickles. Only old people are dying, and then it's like it's only that much. It's not that bad. And then this other side, they're killing everybody. And so we need to shut everything down. I mean, it's like, can we? And then people talk shit like you shouldn't be like. Being in the middle is the most fucking correct way to be. I'm sorry. Like, on so many things, right? You can't be in the middle on like certain things that are like super fact based. Like, I'm not gonna be on like, oh, physics. I like it when apples fall, but I don't like it when like, this destroys my worldview. Like. Humans are just fucked. We're not meant to live in a world of reality. It's so hard for people to do, like, to really get behind like reality. And I'm guilty of it too, because unfortunately I'm still fucking human. I have emotions. I let shit bother me that shouldn't. I don't know. I say but there might not be that choice. There might not be that much choice. Like, they always say you can't help who you fall in love with and all that shit. It's kind of the same thing. Like, sometimes things you're going to be biased on. Every human in their way they have. Like, some people are better arguing from other points of view, and then that makes you like, oh, you don't have your own point. No, that's actually very good. Like, people, I think if Destiny wasn't so combative and like grew up on the whole like gaming culture with all the everything before, I think he would be able to bridge gaps better because. Look, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to be... I'll talk about the shit, but I am not going to be proactive. I've considered shit. I'm like, I'm not going to go out and vote and do like... He's done shit like that, But, like, he's also... This other stuff's been, like, detrimental to him, too. But, like, I think he... And that's why they hate him. I'm like, you're platforming Nick Fuentes or Lauren Southern or whatever. Just because he's talking to these people and trying to find some sort of common ground. That's how you don't end up having World War IIIs and shit, motherfuckers. You've never heard of like compromise and working out shit. Like, that's the way shit. When you're just so polarized on one side or the other where you can't, like, that's when shit gets fucked, my friends. Like, let's look at this shit, right? If everybody hadn't gone, and I don't even know why Nick Fuentes got deplatformed from everything. I know he's kind of like really, really like far alt-right, kind of like, I know, like, the talking point would be white supremacy, but, like, white nationalistic, I think that would... I don't even know if he would disagree with that. Like, but, like, so, like, he went and created his whole new platform, and he does, like, all that. So he's stuck over there in his own little world, right? Well, if we still had him on Twitter, you would know what he's doing and what's going on and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like... You wouldn't have to worry about that, right? It's like when they took... How the fuck do you take Donald Trump off Twitter? It's ridiculous. And I don't agree with Donald Trump one bit, right? It's the same thing. Like that. This is my argument, man. These people, they're the same type of people. They're both radicalized one way or the other, right? It's like, get rid of them. Fuck them. We don't want to see their shit, right? And that's the same argument they have, right? That's what they feel about us. So, I'm like, bro, like, why? Like, and I get feeling that way, but like, let's think this out a little bit and see, like, you're doing this to them, and they're the same way. They're like, well, they don't really. No, I'm getting like. It's why you see the fragile white male bullshit now. Because yeah, like the fragile white male, like it's like on the internet, it's the cool thing not to be like this and like fuck you, you're white, you ain't got no way, blah blah blah, blah and all this shit, right? So yeah, that's bothersome. But did those people who actually, and I think it's more people that were like way more privileged than I've ever been with their whiteness and everything, because I'm like pretty much poor overall in general. Grew up around people of different places and ethnicities, worked in places like that as well. And like some of this is speculation because I don't even, but like those are the ones that are much more fragile, like, oh, they're taking it.
But and those are the ones that actually did or would lobby against and say like trans or gay or whatever shouldn't be at all. Like even if you disagree on some aspects of it, but like some of them will argue. But like when you do it to them, then they come. It's such a fucking never ending cycle. That's the problem. Like if we could just pull people a little less crazy left, a little less crazy right, because guess what? At the end of the day, you're both the fucking same. More than you like to admit. That's the downside. I just don't know. I guess being a looker from the outside in, like I can see it, but they can't. I don't know. Just seems strange to me. Like I always argue, like stereotypical white redneck hate black people culture and everything else, and then you got like ghetto ass like black like super like I'm in a thug gang whatever, that kind of those stereotypes on both sides, right? And even when it's not stereotypes, because guess what, stereotypes exist for a reason, because those things do exist. Now what you can't do with stereotypes is you can't lop every part, like it's like every white person is a stupid ass redneck on meth, right? Or every black person is a gangster on crack, or like gonna shoot you and steal your purse or whatever, right? But those people that do belong in those same things, they both share so many similarities, it's ridiculous, right? So it's not as much about being race as it is about like a societal thing and a cultural thing and how they go. Like a lot of those people don't necessarily value education. Maybe not for the same reason, or they might not be able to get the education for the same reason. Both, or a lot of times, are very poor. Criminal element in both cases, right? Maybe just different types of crimes. Guess what? Those poor redneck white trash white people are the same. Like they get hooked on drugs. Maybe it's different drugs. They're doing meth, alcohol, whatever. Like the ghetto black people, they got alcohol. They got like them crack or whatever else they might be on, heroin, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But same things. Having systemic like problems from like a lot of times like they didn't have something, so then they didn't like. I don't honestly I don't know. I want to say both. A lot of times they're both religious in general too. Like I'm not saying they go to church and it, but like they'll bring up God or think about God. A lot of times they're both really violent in ways. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear about like the white redneck people with the shotguns and shooting each other, and like the whole fucking stereotypical what is it, Hatfield McCoy kind of thing, And I would say it's not everybody, right? And then you got like stereotypical like I'm in the Blood and the Crips gang, ghetto black, but like those, while they don't exist for every person, that's everybody, that's those races and genders and all that shit. Those extremes do happen, right? Also, I would also say they're maybe not the best with their children either, right? Because here in Tennessee, every time, and it's not every time, a lot of times there are poor white trash, white, probably redneck family. I find out they've either killed their kid, that one big case, killed his fucking kid, like they're something fishy, like left their kid up, overdose, and the kid was in a, like, and then also the other day, it was a black dude, like they had like some sort of gun, I got AR-15, kid shot itself with it because the gun was just like laying in the floor under some goddamn clothes, right? The irresponsibility is there for both people who both fit those two extreme molds of like what is the worst of each race and gender, not gender, but race, because that's what I'm talking about here, right? So like, that's why I can't be racist, because like those, like it's like those people exist. Like it's like they act like a lot of these white people act like if there weren't any black people, there would not be anything bad. There wouldn't be crime. There wouldn't be stupid people. There wouldn't be like la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, dude, you never met a fucking dumbass white person that's far worse than like I would say probably because I'm white also. I probably know more white people like that though. Although, no, it might be almost equal in my lifetime. I don't know though. When I lived in this like more rural area, like I went to this party, like to this dude's supposed to have a party, so I went to his party after like work or what. Dude I work with, he's supposed to have a party. So I went to his house. I showed up. And I thought, we're gonna have some beer. Some people might do drugs. There might be some music. Some shit might be happening. There might be some hot chicks, right? there wasn't nobody there. It was like just kind of like a hangout. It was like me and like, and then these motherfucking like white trash, right? Redneck. They're just talking about, man, where y'all know where I can get some meth? They're like, yeah, we should get some meth. And I'm just like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I don't think I've ever rolled up in an area where there was like more black people than white people, and been all like, and then like all the black people started talking about like, yo, I can't say where, oh, man, we got some crack. Can we get some crack? I want some crack. Oh, like never that happened. So like that would so like if you want to say my experience is there, you know, yeah. And also, neither one of them really treat women that well. Like if you want to look at it that way, neither one of them really care. They would definitely both be like against gay and shit like that, right? So like these people have way more in common than a lot of them realize. And these are the extreme. I'm not talking about like the average white person, average black person. I'm talking about like these. So it's always funny to me when I see these like conservative black people bring up this like narrative that like conservative white people bring up this narrative that black people are all like in a white like and well maybe well they don't implicitly say like all white people are good. They don't bring up or they don't consider, at least it doesn't seem that way. That's how they approach it, is that that's all the problems, right? And then, of course, there is some disproportionality of it, you know, and that would be like their argument, I guess, against me in this case. And I could say, like, I think some of that could be fixed. Like, not all of it could be, because, like, a lot of it is systemic. Like, as much as it, like, these redneck, white trash types, systemically, probably are not going to ever get out of anything else without some, like, real intervention. Like, I'm talking about, like, these ultra, like, poor, you know, like, rural, like the Appalachian people and stuff like that. There's bad off as like inner city, like, you know, like Detroit or some shit, like African American black people, you know. So like they both need help, right? I think it's just that a bigger percentage of a smaller minority has an overall worse situation. But if that wasn't the case, then white people really would have fucked up with all the years when we really did have a head start, you know? And everybody has head start. Even like some of the worst off people in America, they're gonna have a head start off of like the average person in like, I don't know, Senegal or Kenya or Mongolia or Kazakhstan or Afghanistan, you know, like over like, you know. So I don't know. I guess people don't understand that, but whatever. I don't. To me, it seems pretty clear and simple. Plus, also, yeah, guess what? At the end of the day, the world is pretty shit, and the world is not fair whatsoever. Maybe we should work to make it a little bit more fair, but it's not. So deal with it. I found a tweet. It took me a second to figure it out. This is the demon that haunts libertarians' nightmares. It was some kid dressed up like a road for a Halloween, I'm assuming. Who's Roy Moore? I think I'm gonna click on that just because that's the same name as me, Roy. Yeah, I don't know if I could be in Congress because I would get into some sort of like fucking like. Oh, this doesn't sound good. Like this is just a headline or just a tweet I'm reading, so I don't know. Don't take this sort of grain of salt. But that's also why people put out like verbose, like crazy headlines. So and so did this, like, oh, you know, or kind of hinted at, you know. But then like the real meat of the situation doesn't follow the headline. Um, Locals were troubled by Roy Moore's interactions with teen girls at the Gadsden Mall. What does that mean? It's just funny. Because, like, you go in there and read it. Maybe what it means is, like, he saw some girls, like, doing something he thought they shouldn't be doing. So he went up to them girls and said, look, girls, like, your parents aren't here, but you shouldn't be acting like this in public. So maybe there's an argument here or there. Maybe he should or shouldn't have done that. But they make, and, like, I don't know. I haven't read it. So this is how I'm saying. But this is how I think they want you to take it. Is that, like, he came up to these teenage girls and was either, like, propositioning them, like, hey, how are y'all? Would you like me to buy you some ice cream? You can come back to my house. Or he was, like, physically attacking, not physically attacking them, but maybe, like, come up, like, like they get Joe Biden, like, for sniffing. Like, maybe he come up behind the girl. It's like, oh, how are y'all girls doing today? And we'll talk to them and, and shit like this. But, yeah, I'm not going to read the story. It's just funny. I just think he's a judge, too. Oh. Let's see what we got. We got some milestone there. Claim the acclaim. Is there anything I can do here? I mean, I guess like I could auto win just to use some of this up. Guess I can get some gold and some little orb things. Mm. All right, we'll fuck with that next time. Damn, what's all this? 5 claims. Like, this is some bias too, but that Matt Gates guy, he does seem kind of creepy, and he did kind of like go like take some girls out of state and all that shit. I think. So yeah, like I don't, but like with them other two, like them, what was it, Martez or Green, and then was it Bobert? Those bitches are just like crazy. Like I don't know if we can accuse them of like any kind of crime. I know there's like some sort of something like one of them bought like stock. Like I honestly don't think I think people that are in some sort of like maybe they shouldn't like it's kind of like this is what we get, right? America's like everybody should be able to da 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 da. So then we kind of back ourselves in the corner because guess what though? Because like a lot of people think like, oh, I can be a millionaire one day, so like we better protect these millionaires. So like they get stuck in this when like they don't realize like these things aren't really going to happen. So maybe we should make it where like Congress women or men or people can't buy trade stock and shit where on things they can make like policy on, where they can influence it. Like you get the crazy ass like ultra leftist motherfuckers, and they're all like, so we're run by oligarchs in America. Well, we're clearly not run by oligarchs. It's not the same shit, but corporations do take advantage of situations, right? And a lot of times we allow them to, and they do like their lobbying and everything else, right? Whatever works out for them. I think a lot of because I don't know. I guess I have to believe a little bit like the lobby stuff and donations. Hopefully, that most of them are on the up and up, like, and they can't just get away with. I'm sure it happens, and like maybe less now than it used to. But show up with a big bag of money. They take this big bag of money and put it their own. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like being in the campaign. The thing is, I think a lot of them, what they do is they work around it, and instead of taking money right then and there, it's like, wait, if one day you want to be on the board of X, or maybe your son wants to be on the board of X,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where it gets a little more slippery or slope. You know? But it is what it is. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Ugh. Alright, I just gotta figure out my life coming up soon, so I don't know what the future holds for me. Alright. Because I obviously ain't gonna be making it as a streamer, because I don't get no view. I get no views. You know? Alright, that's it. They're just calling it for the day. Calling it. It's calling me. They're calling me. You calling me? All right, peace out. All that shit.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me.